Bihar, a state where agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Almost 81% of the population is involved in the agriculture sector, generating nearly 42% of state domestic product. But the farmers in Bihar continue to face many challenges.
मेन तो है कि हम लोग को ट्रांसफार्मर की कमी है। ट्रांसफार्मर की कमी के चलते ही हम लोग को बहुत सारे जो मोटर चलाना चाहते हैं, लेना चाहते हैं, वो ले नहीं पाते।
डीजल के बहुत ज़्यादा खपत है। गवर्नमेंट बोला था कि अच्छी सब्सिडी देने के लिए वो नहीं दे पाए, और लाइन आ जाएगा तो हमारे के बहुत आसान हो जाएगा।
Identifying opportunities for higher and more inclusive growth in the agriculture and rural sector is the Development Management Institute. An institute that prides itself on understanding the real problems of Bihar. It aims to provide solutions by training and producing professionals who are committed to empowering grassroots through their 2 years full-time postgraduate program in development management.
There are a lot of management schools which are devoted to business administration. Then there are very few institutes which cater to the needs of the development sector. And then management principles are equally applicable for the development sector. If they are applied, perhaps we will have better results of development.
Set up in February 2013 in Patna and approved by AICTE, this Management Institute prepares participants to cater to the needs of the development sector, so that the gap between rural and urban sectors can be bridged.
We are an institution which is rooted in what is relevant to the Indian society. While other institutions, yes, they preach the typical Western model of management. We teach our students not only the Western models, but adapt them to the local conditions. Urban development is as important as rural development, and both require extraordinary management inputs which we are providing our students. It is not just rural, it is rural, urban and rurban.
With this vision, in a very short span of time, several people from different backgrounds came on board to create an institution with a difference. Officials from various development organizations such as UNDP and the World Bank are also contributing in preparing a more holistic approach to the program. The first batch commenced in 2014.
What is unique about this institute is its approach, which is, we hope that our students will become catalysts for transformation, not by their own leadership and projecting themselves as leaders, but by acting as catalysts for community action. Ultimately, the concept is that the community should feel empowered and take action on their own to solve their own problems.
Bihar did not have many institutions, but of late now you can see that we have many institutions which have come up. IIT Patna came up, NIFT is there, we have Chandragupta Institute of Management, Patna, Chanakya National Law Universities. So along that pool, it was absolutely important that a development institute should be there, and that institute will be a very, very critical element in providing the kind of talent pool that is needed for the development programs.
The institute has had so many linkages with different international organizations like the World Bank, UNICEF, and national organizations like JIVIKA and COMFED. Plus, the institute is completely supported by the government of Bihar in its mission. I think the institute has a great future, a very great potential.
So it has a tax element, but for the equity.
The postgraduate academic teaching program at DMI combines classroom learning with experiential learning. Participants devote more than 1/3 of the total program duration in practical applications of what they learn in classroom. With the best of facilities, the participants get to learn various topics such as managerial economics, resources and livelihoods, financial management, innovation and social entrepreneurship, strategic management, and many more.
We have a course called, say, Development Interventions, a very special course called Development Interventions. We have a course also called Development Administration. We have courses like Resources and Production Systems. We have a course like International Trade and Finance, which is offered elsewhere, but then it is offered in such a way that it is relevant to the rural artisans, the rural agricultural producers, the urban artisans and urban traders. So it becomes relevant to everybody.
When they are really exposed to courses like collective enterprises management, or there is a course or mobilizing the farmers or mobilizing the community organizations. So they have shown excellent receptivity and inclination.
But the main highlight of the course remains the experiential learning or the field visits. The participants get hands-on experience by visiting different small and medium-scale enterprises. Patna Dairy Project is one such organization that provides a platform to DMI students for an extensive practical learning session. The participants get first-hand information regarding the functioning of the dairy sector.
We are bridging the gap between the rural milk producer and urban milk consumer, and for this we want a student who can fit well in any of the place, whether we place them at the village level or we take work from them. Then we train them that if you suppose you have to work at the village level, how will you work, how to organize the cooperative society, how to bring them, organize the meetings, and then train them how to go for the testing of the milk, what is the management committee's responsibility, what is the responsibility of the chairman. So this is basically the way we are working, we are training the people for this purpose.
A highly interactive session between participants and the workers give them an insight into the working environment, the challenges and the do's and don'ts of the industry. It also helps them an understanding of the market for these dairy products.
So it's my future plan. So if it's possible, I will join dairy, or either I will establish a new dairy plant, women dairy cooperatives. Okay, so this all types of information will help me to establish the milk union.
Study in our classroom is very different from whatever we experience practically, and I would try my best to work for these people, like the marginalized section of the society.
Their institute, they get a theoretical knowledge, they have a quite bookish knowledge, and when they see that the knowledge is being implemented in an institution like this, so it gives sort of encouragement to them. So these are the knowledge which is being implemented in an institution like this, and with this knowledge only they get they have a wider perspective of the society, wider perspective of the institution and organization and all.
Back in campus, the participants make a comprehensive presentation on what they learn under supervision of the faculty. The exercise turned out to be valuable even for research purposes.
Though I've been working there in the corporate and there with government institution, but being with DMI is like a learning experience for me. I'll be doing research, I am teaching, and it's adding to the lore of knowledge that I'm having. So it's a very good enriching experience for me.
As a part of this process, all of us get involved in the process of probably training them. So right from faculty members to the head of the institution, like the director, the dean, and also our academic staff members, all of us are involved in the process of training a batch or creating a cadre of development management professionals who are ultimately getting trained to sort of serve the communities, serve the people who are out there, who are marginalized, who are probably not given those many privileges that others have, and that's how we aim at empowering grassroots.
These enriching field trips are not limited to Bihar. They are an integral part of participants' assessment and are conducted across India.
1,43,000, 50% of subsidies.
Recently, the students travelled to Mulukunur in Telangana to learn about the role that women play in the dairy sector. An engaging session with the Mulukunur Women Cooperative Dairy also gave them a chance to understand how a rural cooperative bank works.
I suggest DMI students to, at least they have to work for sometimes to village level people, basically village level economics rational to their business modules. So then that will be good support for rural agriculture farming side.
Interact intelligently with the president.
The knowledge that they gain through these field visits stands them in good stead later in their careers.
Whatever we are learning in the classroom, we are actually looking in practical form, and this is giving us a lot of exposure what we are going to face on after we are getting out of it.
Whatever I have learned is things that we should have a clear vision whatever we want to do, and at the same time it's very important to take people together, and we should have a clear vision in our mind that what we have to ultimately achieve.
Students are going to be trained in identifying the development triggers which will help each of these districts or contexts to develop, and then they will be able to design development interventions which will be implemented through participation of the local communities. I think we believe that the participation of the local community is very crucial. Unless they are involved, nothing much is going to happen.
After the break, participants of the Development Manage Institute meet and draw inspiration from Jivika, a rural livelihoods program that is empowering poor women through self-help groups. The Development Management Institute in Patna was established with the active support of the Rural Development Department, Government of Bihar.
We are working on the endogeneity of the development issues, so it's not everything can be done exogenously.
It is committed to acting as a catalyst of rural prosperity. The participants learn the tools of development management by engaging directly with rural communities. It also inspires them to work with organizations serving the rural sector.
1 or 2 terms of the classroom session, they will be going to the field and they will be applying all the management as well as all the teaching theoretical perspective in the field, and they will be coming back and they will be incorporating their learning perspective, and again, so it is a kind of learning by doing kind of thing.
Participants visit various villages across Bihar to understand the problems, challenges and the opportunities.
हम लोग लीज स्पीड प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए क्योंकि साइंटिफिक और टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से वो बहुत ही परफेक्ट है.
So right from the sanitation needs to understanding the different aspects of farming. The participants get down to the nitty-gritty in order to learn each and every aspect of rural development. The institute has also partnered with the Bihar Rural Livelihoods Project, Jivika. The objective of the project is to enhance the social and economic empowerment of poor rural women in Bihar. The participants witness how self-help groups help in raising the incomes of these women.